You only need to hold the likes of XDC, Hbar, XLM right now if you want to make massive money in crypto. You don't need to overthink it, and I'm going to explain exactly why it's so simple to make big money in crypto and how you can do it in this video. Hit the like button and let's get into today's video. Now guys, I thought I'd bring in the lucky cat because we're having a good day right now. We're seeing green across the board as we look into crypto bubbles. But what I want to point out is a few tokens here that are having good days and some that are having bad days. Ape, Casper, Gala, XLM having great days, a few others not having such great days. What does this mean for us? Why am I showing you this? Well guys, it's important to note that different coins move at different times. We need to know this because we need to know that actually right now we're not trying to find coins that we're going to sit in for the next 2 or 3 years to make our 20, 30, 40x, whatever it is. Now, I get it. If you've got 100k and you've got it sat and you're waiting for 20x, then yeah, then you're going to make lots of money. But guys, I would imagine that you perhaps don't have 100k to be chucking into Hbar or whatever it is right now. In which case, we have to be a little bit smarter and put a bit more time and effort into becoming a crypto millionaire in the next bull market. Can it be done? Let's think about it for a moment. Now, I see loads and loads of people talking about Casper and Gala and whatever it is, okay? And these coins can potentially make you lots of money, but you can't get too attached to them because at some point, you're going to have to break their heart and sell them for something new, younger, and better. And there's a really important message there. You are not going to make massive gains in these big coins because they've already got big market caps and they will move earlier than others. There is only one way to make massive cash in crypto, and you have to be prepared to break the heart of your favorite Caspers and XLMs and whatever else that you seem to have got into weird relationships with, or at least the guys who've been negging me on my recent Casper videos in the comments, who appear to be very emotionally attached to digital coins. A little bit weird. Anyway, back on track. Now, why have I singled out those particular coins, XLM, XDC, Hbar, and there are others, guys, that will fit into this, okay? So don't feel butthurt that I haven't mentioned yours. Now, recently I talked about ISO 20022. I think that this is an extremely important thing. It's basically a compliance model for communication. I've talked about it more in other videos I've made. But effectively, coins that are going to be ISO 20022 compliant are going to see some good growth early on in the market. We can also look at other narratives. It's important to note that earlier on this year, we saw a big push in AI coins, okay? So the likes of Fetch AI, Ocean Protocol, Ajax, etc. had a good move earlier on this year. And if you were taking profits in that, then excellent. But before we dive into the other charts, I just want to show you where we are in the crypto market right now. I think that we have finished an accumulation, or we are nearing the finish or the final part of the accumulation phase during a Wyckoff accumulation. And I do think that Bitcoin is going to be pushing towards 40k relatively soon. That doesn't mean that it can't fall off and have another lower point at some point. But if Bitcoin pushes to 40k, you're going to see 2-3x's happening in the likes of Hbar, XLM, and others, in my opinion. So it's important that we make the most of that and we don't just sit with all the other scared people who are like, oh, it's not even a bull market yet because the halving's next year. Losers, okay? Because there is a good potential that we're going to see a good pump soon. Even if we do have that pullback, then you should be able to take some profits out of the market rather than just sat negging YouTube videos for 3 years like other people who haven't got much time on their hands right now. Guys, I'm not too emotionally hurt by YouTube comments, but crack on. Helps the algorithm, whatever. Now, why do I want to focus on narratives? Why are narratives so important? Well, let's zoom out to a weekly chart on, let's say, just starting with Bitcoin. Now, last bull market, middle of October. Let's say it really sort of kicked off from the middle of, September here, okay? End of September. Then we got this big kick. This was 2020. There was a different narratives that came in through 2020. It was like the layer ones pumping. We got Solana coming in. Solana had a phenomenal run. But look, remember, October 2020 was when Bitcoin moved. July 21, nearly a year later, we saw this massive rally in Solana, where Solana went from down here and saw, 800% crazy gains. But there was narratives that were really key. Mana Decentraland was a really key one. And we can see on the 25th of October, 2021, which is around the time that Facebook changed its name to Meta, in about 5 weeks, it did a 6x. And importantly, we saw Gala doing very similar things about a month or so later. This was an interesting narrative because this was the GameFi metaverse type narrative that came in. But why am I pointing this out? This happened a year after Bitcoin had that massive pump. So if I just sat and held Gala for that entire time, actually not Gala, because Gala did actually rally pretty hard. Let's just say it didn't rally very hard, okay? Because lots of coins just sat there. Mana Decentralized is probably a better example. Didn't really do a lot. Look at it, didn't do anything here. So during that period of time, when it's doing nothing, August 2020 until February 21, it did literally, 3x. Okay, in the same time, Bitcoin did like a 5 or 6x. So what I'm saying is you need to move money from one place to another. And right now, there are few better places to be looking than the likes of XLM, XDC, XRP, Hbar, because many of these coins are ISO compliant. They also have very interesting narratives that are going to be pushing forward earlier on. I think earlier on in this crypto market, we're seeing XDC up, in fact, 10% today. The likes of XDC, and we have seen XDC pushing already, are going to be moving far quicker right now. Are these coins going to make you millionaires? No. But right now, you don't really need to invest a huge amount of time in trying to find the coins that are going to make you millionaires. Because what I intend to do is, with the likes of XDC and Hbar, is to just take money out of them. So let's say that I was buying into XDC around this area, which if you were subscribed to my channel, you will know that I was, because I was talking about XDC just a few weeks ago when we were sort of sat around this zone. I didn't quite get it down here because I wasn't paying attention, too busy doing what I do. But I got in around this area on a cheeky pullback. I believe it was here. You can see this green zone still remaining here. But this was an area at which I was paying attention to XDC. Now, what I intend to do, let's say, and I'll give you an example. We put in $1,000 of XDC and we get in around now. We're starting to get a pullback. Actually, we got an interesting play happening. Let's look at a daily chart. Okay, so XDC looks good. We had a nice big pullback for a couple of days. It came down, 33%, which I just want to, if you're one of those Casper Moon boys, I want to talk about, Casper will have a pullback like that at some point, 29%, and then you can buy in down here rather than buying the tops, okay? That's what we should be paying attention to. Let's say I buy into XDC today, because I identified this as a potential buy zone. Let's say I buy into it. I'm not telling you to buy it, but if you buy it, then, fine, it's on you. But let's say we buy it today. Let's say in the coming weeks and months, XDC does something very interesting for us, and it does this, and it goes up like, let's go to here, 300%. That's a pretty big gain, okay? You might be like, oh, well, you're going to make much more in like Gala and whatever. All right, fine. But that's not the point. If I put in my $1,000 and it gets up to here, then I'm going to be sat on like $4,000, okay? Because it's going to add 300% to my existing $1,000, $4,000. But over a period of time, depending on how long it takes to get there, I need to start pulling money out of it. Why do I need to pull money out of it? Well, guys, this is the simple concept. The higher something gets, the more people will want to sell it and the less people will want to buy it. Very, very simple. Which means the higher it gets, the more chance it has of rolling over. But I don't want to be in it when it rolls over. I want to be getting out of it, and I want to be one of the people who causes it to roll over. Not because I'm bitter. When the Moon Boys are telling me that, I'm wrong because it's going to carry on and it's different from every other crypto, I like to be, maybe at least in my mind, part of the catalyst that gets them screwed over. Nah, I'm not that bitter. But look, I'm saying, guys, you need to pull profits out. Because let's say XDC gets up and does a 2x. I've now got, at this level, because if it does 100% at this level, guys, it doesn't take much to get up here. I can now pull out some money. Because now I've got $2,000, whereas I only had $1,000 here. Now, what I'm saying is you don't necessarily have to pull out all your money, but you can pull out, let's say, $500, $1,000, and leave $1,000 in it. Because if I leave $1,000 in it here, and it gets up here, then I double my money. I get another $1,000. And now what I've got is down here, I've got $1,000 where I can put like $500 into 2 speculative plays, or $100 into like 10 different tokens that could potentially see massive insane gains, but I'm still protecting myself in XDC right now. I'm not saying that right now at all is the time to be pulling all your money out and putting into other things. But right now, we can afford to be patient and not have to panic and spread ourselves too thin. Right now, I'm putting a lot of money, most of my money, into Solana. And you're like, oh, Solana, it's not as good as Casper. Don't care, guys, right? Solana will see potentially bigger gains in a shorter space of time after seeing the pumps in other coins we've seen already. We look at Casper. Look at Casper, guys. Seen a really good run to the upside. For me, I've been taking profits in Casper, and now I'm starting to look into the likes of Solana. Why am I taking profits in Casper, even though it could carry on going up? You're right, it could. And I was buying in this buy zone down here, and if you were subscribed, you would have seen the video. And then we can see that now it's up, what, 232%. So if you put in 10 grand down here, you've made $23,000 on top of your 10 grand. $23,000. Now you can start to pull that money out and put it into other coins. I'm not saying you don't leave exposure in Casper. You can take out portions of it and then go make money in other things. So right now, you don't need to be looking and to go too exotic. Most of the coins you can look at in the top 100, we've got Gala, Casper, XLM. Where else can we look? Filecoin, Hbar. Are they AVAX? Yeah, you're gonna see like 2 or 3x, 4x in these coins before we get into that dirty bull market degen time, where you're gonna see like new coins coming on the scene that are gonna be doing like 10, 20x's in like 2 or 3 weeks. At that point, I've already made my 3 or 4 or 5x in these coins. I'm not looking to make more than like a 4 or 5x in coins right now, because 4 or 5x, if you start out with $1,000 and you can turn it into $5,000, well guys, $5,000 at the start of that like dirty degen stage could potentially do yourself a 50x. And if you 50x $5,000, that's $250,000 for not really having to pay too much attention, right? Don't go and spread yourself too thin. This cryptocurrency, that cryptocurrency. Right now, guys, you're just looking for the 3, 4, maybe a 5x in something. If you've probably already got it in Casper. Some people have been getting in a little bit before me. Even in XRP, we've seen like a good 2x opportunity. You know, if you've just been buying in low at these levels into a few of these big altcoins, it's really not that difficult, okay? You're going to see some gains over the next few months. I'm sure of it. Just make sure you're taking some money off the table that you can then go and put into other coins later on. And it's nothing personal against these big coins. Sorry if I've offended any of you who are in emotional relationships with any of these coins. It's not designed to hurt you. All I'm saying, guys, is you only need to invest right now and trickle in some money into some of the bigger cap coins, in my opinion. Later on in the market, you can go be a bit more adventurous because you've now got yourself a cushion, but you don't need to be too adventurous early on. It's a big, long bull market. Don't do anything too degenerate. Stop trying to swap around to find the best gains. Just buy into coins, wait for the pumps, pull some money out of them, on to the next. Keep moving. And I'll tell you which coins to be buying later on in the market. But right now is not the time. Subscribe and I'll tell you when it happens. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.